What is going on? What it do? What it do? What it do? You got Pro Pittman. Yeah. That's right. Double PWS. 251 Talk Radio. We are recapping WWE Smackdown from November 25th, 2022. Welcome to all my listeners on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Anchor, and Google Podcasts. Much love to my listeners here on Stereo, where we are broadcasting live, baby. Live. Yo! You feel me? Did you guys see WWE Smackdown live from Providence, Rhode Island? Did you? If you didn't, I will tell you all about it. You got Pro Pittman here. You know what the fuck going on. Yeah. Not a bad show, you know. Leading up to War Games, which is tomorrow. It is War Games, guys. Today, on our date of recording, actually, I'll be recapping War Games. If not tomorrow, Monday morning, first thing, and we'll get that out to you guys right away. This was a good show, you know. Leading things up. We had Smackdown World Cup on Fox with Escobar and Butch. We had the Bray Wyatt segment. Uncle Howdy making an appearance again, as well as LA Knight. Yeah. 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 You feel me? We got Ray and Dominic taking things to the next level on Thanksgiving. Ricochet versus Braun Strowman. You know, KO and Sammy. Kevin Owens is trying to stir things up in the bloodline. You know what I'm saying? We got Ronda and Shayna. Oh my God. Yeah. Shotzi and Raquel versus Ronda and Shayna. And we have our advantage match for the War Games between the Brawling Brutes and the Usos. Well, I think KO and I would say KO and Drew McIntyre. But this is 251 Talk Radio. You have Pro Pittman here. We're going to get into the show. Yeah. We start at the top of the program. WWE Smackdown is in Providence, Rhode Island today. We get Damage Control in the ring starting things off. She says, Bailey, that is, the awesome Bailey, says, it's bad enough y'all got us out here on Thanksgiving. Bianca, bring y'all ass out here on phone. Bianca team comes out. You know what I'm saying? It's time. It is time. They're going to make, she says, you know what? I didn't come here alone. It's time to make the announcement to let us know who the 5th member of the Survivor Series War Games women's match will be. On one side, you got Damage Control, Io, and Io and Sky and Kyrie, you know what I'm talking about. We got Bailey, we got Rhea Ripley. And on the other side, we have Asuka, Bianca Belair, Mia Yim Meechin. Oh, on the other side, got Nikki Cross. Can't forget about Nikki Cross. Meechin. And we had one more person that they were missing. Who was going to be the last member of the team? And out comes the man, Becky Lynch. Whoa. Whoa. She's back. Looking good. She got a new t-shirt on, WWEshop.com. Go get that apparently, right? They pushing that. Go grab a new Becky apparel. She is back. The man is here. They clear the ring. They get at Bayley for a little bit. And then Becky and Rhea have a standoff. Nothing happens. Rhea says she'll wait. She's a good heel. She backs away. And that's our first segment. Oh, no, I'm happy it was Becky. It wouldn't make any sense to be anybody else. Charlotte wouldn't come back and be on the babyface team. Sasha shouldn't come back in a solo, way. As much as she's a solo wrestler, I mean, a singles competitor, she should come back with Naomi and challenge Damage Control, I think, which may happen, which may have something to do with the match, going awry. Who knows? I think it's going to be insane. Triple H is really going to show us tonight. Really going to show us tonight what his true plans are, what he can truly do in charge of things. I think the last couple of pay-per-views still had hints of Vince and Bruce, in it. They still had hints of the old regime. This might start things officially tonight. And we'll be on the road to WrestleMania before we know it, Can't wait. We get Escobar versus Butch on the semifinals of the Smackdown World Cup on Fox. Don't forget to own Fox. Zelina Vega is on commentary. We get a great drop kick by Escobar, but his double knees was clearly slapped. I mean, he slapped both sides of his thighs. Pow! As soon as he came with the double knees, remember the camera angle was back. You shouldn't see both slaps, but still a good move. We get a great moonsault from Butch. Lands on the other guys. I mean, great. Perfect moonsault, actually. Lands on his feet on his hidden Legado del Fantasma. And also we get a tornado DDT to a 2 count from Butch. And then they show the war teams, the War Games teams on the screen, the back all fighting. It's going down. So the Brawling Brutes run back there to even the odds. And that ends up being a distraction on Butch by the other members of Legado del Fantasma. And then the Phantom Driver gets put on him after the interference. 1, 2, 3. Escobar advances and will face the winner between Braun and Ricochet, which will happen later on tonight. Not a bad match. Escobar is pretty good, actually. It was my first time really truly watching him as a one-on-one wrestler, and not a bad match. And we already knew Butch was all right. The former Pete Dunne. So not a bad match. Served its purpose. On to the next segment. We have the recap from Bray Wyatt. Well, not from Bray Wyatt, but about Bray Wyatt. Basically, everything that's happened since he has come back. They show us everything all the way up to what happened with him in LA Knight the last couple of weeks. Bray comes out after a break, and I realized at this point, you know what? I just don't think I like this theme song. It's not bad. I see what they're trying to do. It just doesn't have maybe 3 times. You just can't hit all 3 times in a row. Because that first entrance, the first music with the Fireflies and the Swamp Bray Wyatt, perfect, classic, amazing. The second one with the Fiend. Now, let me tell you, the first time the Fiend debuted, and he had his full music and his full entrance was amazing to me. I got chills. Like I knew, okay, this is definitely something we have to watch out for. Triple H knows what he's doing with his entrances regardless, but that was one that hit perfectly. This second one just isn't. This third one, doesn't have the same feel. It seems like they're trying to implement some of the same feel from the first one into this with the Fireflies, and I know the fans are doing that, but still, maybe it's the song. It has too many avenues, and man, God, the entrance is just way too long. The entrance is just way too long for me. I understand Roman gets that, Finn used to get that too, but God, this just takes forever for Bray to get out there. I think he needs something totally new, like a whole new type of entrance that's not reminiscent of any of the other ones that he's had prior. Man. Still love Bray Wyatt, for sure. It's just, I'm huge on entrance music and entrances in this one. I've been wondering, how do I feel about this? And I just don't think I like it, to be honest. So he comes out. My name is Bray Wyatt. He says he feels like he has a good grip on what people think about him, on what he is. He says people stare at him. I don't mind. It never bothered me. I know what people want to see out of me. They want to see the monster. They want to see the fiend, he says, as the crowd pops. Yeah, come one, come all, and see the human tornado destroy itself. That's what y'all want, right? He says, nah, nope. He confesses, I am not the one who attacked LA Knight. At this moment, we get the screen goes, the crazy, Wyatt thing, and Uncle Howdy appears on the screen and tells us this world is built on lies. You've lied, I've lied. And he ends with, never forget, a snake in a cage is still a snake. Wake up, as the screen goes to black. Who is the mysterious Uncle Howdy? Will we find out tonight? And maybe not. I mean, they aren't scheduled for a match, are they? LA and Bray, no. And all these, like especially at Crown Jewel, just having Bray come out to have him come out. I mean, have this man wrestle. You can continue the story, all that, but something. We'll see where this leads. It does lead somewhere later on tonight, but we'll see where this leads with Bray Wyatt himself. Who will be the Wyatt Six? Is that going to be a thing that they will actually go through with? There's a lot more to unpack with this, and I'm interested to see when and where it's going to go. We get LA Knight backstage. He talks that shit, basically. Gives a good promo. Lets him know how he feels about Bray Wyatt. Ends with a, yeah! It's one of the best things in wrestling. I love it. I'm so happy he's not he's not Max Dupree anymore. God. We get Hit Row versus the Viking Raiders. The only good thing about Hit Row is their theme song. Hit Row, Hit Row. That shit go. Fun him. Everything else, Adonis isn't bad. He actually looks pretty good. B-Fab, I wish she would actually wrestle. I'm trying to see what would happen with her and all these other females we got in the industry. And Top Dollar, geez, he looks like he's someone's dad. He got kids in high school. Fun him. Yo, Top Dollar got a senior in high school. I swear to God. But hey, shouts out to him doing his thing. I can't say that these Viking Raiders are very hard hitting. Man, he takes a right hand, Adonis that does, from Eric Yeesh. And you got to shout out to former Sarah Logan as Valhalla now, right? She's coming out, doing her thing. I like that. That's what's up. Shout out Sarah Logan. I'm happy she's back. The Raiders knock them out, do their thing. They hit them with a Ragnarok, the Apocalypse. 1, 2, 3. Viking Raiders win. Valhalla gets in the ring. Serve his purpose. Like I said, not really a huge fan of Hit Row. The Viking Raiders are good and have been great for a long time, especially when they were on the independent scene. Granted that they haven't been allowed to really do or show what they can really do, but it's going somewhere. It's way better than it used to be with them in the New Day. I mean, God, come on. At this point, we get probably my favorite segment of the show. Oh my God, let me tell you. Michael Cole is hilarious. Oh man. Him and Wade Barrett come back on the screen. He says, we'd like to wish you a happy Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is about the holidays, about giving thanks to those who have helped you along the way. Maybe it was our parents who have helped us out along the way. Well, someone should tell that to Dominic Mysterio and his witch girlfriend. Someone should tell that to Dominic Mysterio and his witch girlfriend. Because Dom apparently has been doing deplorable acts during this holiday week. They clipped to a video package that shows Dominic and Rhea showing up to Dominic's family home on Thanksgiving, knocking on the door, like, hey, Pops, I'm home for Thanksgiving. I brought my girlfriend with me. Like all this shit hasn't been going on. You see Ray come to the door. He puts his mask on. He's like, Dumb, what are you doing here? You know what I'm saying? He's like, I'm here for Thanksgiving. He's like, no, for real, what are you doing here? He's like, yo, I brought my girl. I'm here. He's like, yo, you tweaking. Fuck, you tweaking. You got to get out of here, bro. Like, for real, man. Like, come on, stop playing. We ain't doing that today. He was like, don't play stupid with me. We are not doing that. Dom's like, are you serious? He's like, yes, I'm serious. Stop playing. Try to close the door on him. Rhea break the fucking door down. As Ray goes down, because you know his leg is messed up, so he's on the cast. He goes down and goes, oh, you bitch. That was great. Oh, man. They whip Ray. You know, Dominic hits him with the give it to him. You know what I'm saying? They break a picture on his leg. A picture of him and Dom probably when they won the tag team championships, I assume. And then they break a broom on his leg just for dramatic effect. The broom snaps, bow, on his casted up leg with the you know, the cast on it. For him. They go, Happy Thanksgiving, Ray. You know, his parents are, get out of here. You know, his grandma, whatever, his mom, brothers and sisters. He's like, I think the family likes you. And they get out of there. Yo, for one, Michael Cole set this up perfect. Thanksgiving is about the holidays, about ones we love. So much to tell to Dominic Mysterio. Oh, Dominic, what has Rhea done? She's poisoned you with the box, with the black box. Yep. The Grave Street Cripper now. Oh, man. Judgment Day is out of control. Next, we get Ricochet versus Braun Strowman, guys. But before we do Ricochet and Braun Strowman, I got to get in tune with y'all real quick. How are y'all feeling out there? How is the J treating you? This is Pro Pittman. You know what's going on. We got nothing but love for you guys. I am happy you were here. Big, big love, big, big love, big love all the time. This is 251 Talk Radio, PPWS Pros Pro Wrestling Show. You dig? Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you so much for listening. If you are on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, iHeart Music, Amazon, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your content, 251 Talk Radio will be there. We are upgrading. We are setting things up to take you to the next level for you guys very soon. Make sure you check Men's Mental Health Monday. Yeah. Me and Vinny the Great and I have our weekly Men's Mental Health Check-In show, episode 46, coming next week for you guys. Make sure you follow me here on Stereo. Download the Stereo app, the podcasting network. It's where I go live if you want to listen live or even leave messages for me to hear live and play live on the air and respond back to you. That's where you got to come. Stereo, guys. Yes, sir. Once again, I am Pro Pittman. This is PPWS. Our Smackdown review for the day after Thanksgiving, November 25th, 2022. Wisdom, Cypher, Wisdom. From Providence, Rhode Island, we are in the middle of our review and recap. We're going to get back to it like we do all the time. LA Knight is caught between two cases in the back. He's hurt. Someone fucked him up again. What's going on? And if this ain't Bray Wyatt, who is it? Who is it? What's going on? Something happening. Front of him. Hey. I am very interested to see what they're going to do with this program. I fucks with LA Knight. We have Ricochet versus Braun Strowman in the semifinals of the WWE World Cup on Fox. Don't forget, guys, on Fox. Oh, man. Braun Strowman has not been fun for me to watch for a long time. I don't know. It's just, ugh. Since he's come back, I'm just not interested, to be honest. I'm just not. Especially with all the shit he was saying, you know, talking all that shit before. Him and EC3 in the room, crying and drunk and shit. Come on, bro. I just don't care. I don't care. Like I said before, I never really did. I respect, the prowess of a big man and, what they mean in wrestling. But Braun he could have had it. But whatever gusto he was supposed to get, they never capitalized on it and never actually went full-fledged for me. It just, they was always holding him back. And now that he's back with them bright-ass red shorts on, I don't know. I just don't care. Just don't care. They have a match, They do a thing. Ricochet's the man. Gunther comes out to distract him. Imperium is here, Eventually, Ricochet gets distracted. Braun gets distracted by Imperium showing up. And they hit a big-ass crucifix, Ricochet does, on Braun Strowman. And I say that because Braun Strowman big as hell. And to do a Ricochet pin, crucifix pin, you got to pull this big-ass down. But he did it. 1, 2, 3. That's it. We get Wade Barrett who says, chalk one up to the flippy floppy guys, if you know what he's talking about. Obviously, the Twitter exchange from Braun and Ricochet. I'm interested to see what they're going to do with this. Rick has already had the Intercontinental Championship. I don't see him beating Gunther. They did a whole tournament just for the winner of the tournament to lose. I think that's going to be ridiculous. But, eventually at the end of the match, Braun gets jumped by the Imperium guys as Ricochet leaves the ring. Rick does the shouldn't I? Should I run back? Should I help? Should I not help? Should I run back and help? And he does eventually run back, and he runs back down to help Braun Strowman. He does the right thing, as Michael Cole says. Imperium eventually works both of them, and you get the end of that segment. We get Kevin Owens backstage with Sami Zayn. He says, Sammy, why are you doing this? Why are you hanging out with these guys? What happens when you piss one of them off? You see how Roman already does his family. What are you going to do to you when you do something wrong? How many times in our 20-year career have I had to bail you out? You know what I would do? I would strike first. That's what he tells Sammy. As they're standing by the Bloodline's door, before this, the door creeps open, and you see Jey Uso behind the door listening to the conversation. As KO leaves, he said, I'll see you tomorrow at War Games. Sammy tries to go into the locker room, and Jay pops in like he just got there. Oh, what's up? You just get here? He said, oh, yeah, I just got here. Oh, have you talked to anybody since you got here? Sammy's like, no, I haven't talked to anybody. He's like, okay. You ain't talking to nobody? He's like, no, I ain't talking to nobody, Oos. Jay's like, all right, lets him go in there. Sammy goes in there with my dog. It's cool. But Jay's pissed, and he has some under his sleeve. He's probably going to let the tribal chief know what's going on, and that will continue later on in our main event. We get Becky Lynch backstage. She said she sat at home for months thinking about what she could do to Damage Control for putting her out. How she could tear them limb from limb. Everyone wants to go to war until the man comes around, she says. All right. We will see what happens tonight at Survivor Series. A lot of these competitors don't have any experience in War Games because War Games was only contested inside of NXT over the last 5 or so years. So I'm interested to see what some of these veterans of the main roster will do inside of War Games. Ronda Rousey is horrible. Oh my God. It's still bad. I used to fast forward through her segment, guys, but now I will watch them for you. We will deal with it together. Her and Shayna. Shayna Baszler beat up Raquel Rodriguez in the back with the worst makeup you ever seen in your life. They have the worst eye makeup in the world. Whose idea was this? It's bad. It's horrible. No. Shayna, don't do it. She convinced you to do it, huh, Shayna? Ronda told you, hey, do your makeup like mine. And y'all both did that weird ass. It's horrible. Please. They close a case on Raquel's arm, and she's apparently out for the match they're going to have next because it's her and Shotzi against them two. They come out, and they are horrible. They say, they give a promo. They say, basically, we're going to, just skip this match because no one's going to come out. Shotzi's not stupid enough to come out, and Raquel's hurt. They tell Shotzi to stay at the kiddie table because you are not ready. And Ronda goes, enjoy the sparkling cider. Oh, she's so fucking bad. She sucks. Raquel does come out, though, eventually. But let's get into this match. Shotzi and Ronda basically go at it for a little bit. It was horrible. I'm not really going to recap the whole match. It is, I hate watching it. Eventually, Raquel does come out, one-armed. You know, I will say Shayna's elbow stomp looks great. It looks vicious, for sure. You see such a difference between Shayna and Ronda when you're watching. Because Shayna actually looks great. She's been in NXT for years, honing her craft, being one of the best female wrestlers in that division down there, for sure. And Ronda's just been collecting the check. And, Ronda hits the fake armbar on Raquel when she taps. Next segment, please. Can someone just right in my face? We see Jay in the back without any audio. We see him apparently telling Jimmy what happened earlier with KO. Later, we get Shotzi in the back coming out of the doctor's room, looks like, for Raquel, saying that Raquel has a broken arm already when she came into the ring, and now she has dislocated elbow. She always knew Ronda and them were bullies. It's not the first time she's been bullied, she says, as she tears up. It's just the first time I've had someone to have my back. Raquel is her friend, and she's pissed. She looks into the camera and tells Shayna she will have a front row seat as she shocks the world when she says she will defeat Ronda Rousey tonight for the Smackdown Women's Championship. Sounds good. Don't think it's going to happen, but it sounds good. Next, guys, we are going to get to our main event. On 251 Talk Radio, PPWS Pro Pittman is in the building. Yeah. Are you guys going to watch War Games tonight? Who do you think is going to win the men's War Game match? Will the Bloodline prevail? Or will the Brawling Brutes take them down to pay? We have one more segment here, guys. PPWS Pro Pittman's Wrestling Show. Recording here live on stereo. Hope you guys doing good there in YouTube land, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and everywhere else we are featured with our content. Number love for you guys as we get into our last segment. As we get into the last advantage match, the advantage being, as War Games does start with two competitors for 5 minutes. And then another person will come in from one of the teams. And after that, every 3 minutes, another person will come in. The advantage match goes to show who will be that first team to get an extra person in. So basically, until all the people are in the match, that one team will have the advantage the whole time. They will always be up one competitor. Sheamus and Drew McIntyre versus the Usos. Sheamus and Jay go at it for a while, They do their thing. It's a standard Usos match, to be honest. It's sometimes with the Usos, you don't see nothing new. They just do what they do very well, so you don't really notice it. But after watching AEW tag teams, which I know are, shit shows sometimes, but man, as far as being innovative, you got to watch AEW's tag team division. Shouts out Top Flight. But we eventually get 17 beat to the boundary on Jay. Kevin Owens starts to play the card. We're skipping right to the end here, guys, because the match was really just a match. Kevin gives him a tag team championship. Sammy, that is. Like, here, man, go, knock, go knock him out. Strike first, bro. The whole time he was saying stuff like that. If I was you, I would strike first the whole match. You got to get them before they get you. You can see Jay was, listening. He knew what the fuck was going on. He does give Sammy the belt. Sammy's like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not on that. He's on his Ray Phoenix shit. He eventually shoves the belt in Sammy's arm, throws him in the ring, Sammy stands up with the belt in his hand. The referee sees it, tells him he has to go, kicks him out, basically. You got to get out of here, bro. You tweaking. You know, they think that he was going to use the belt. As far as the referee, that is. He turns around, boom. He's gone. And then Jay, who was distracted by all this, like, God damn, Sam, you tweaking, you messed things up, turns around, gets a stunner by KO. Bro kick. Sorry, guys. Sheamus and KO, not Drew McIntyre. My apologies. Bro kick by Sheamus. 1, 2, 3. In the babyface team, the Brawling Brutes, Sheamus, Drew McIntyre, and Kevin Owens will have the advantage tonight at War Games. Kevin Owens, the way he's, trying to fuck shit up for Sammy already, it's honestly kind of lame. I wish they could have done it a different way. It's kind of cheesy, but they're, slowly creeping towards causing a rift between Sammy and the Bloodline, which will hopefully eventually lead to him and KO turning face and taking the belt from the Usos at WrestleMania. We will see. Michael Cole, as the show goes off, says, for the first time in 2 years, the Bloodline's domination is in trouble. The Brutes will have the advantage. And that was your WWE Smackdown review for November 25th. Yeah. Once again, I am Pro Pittman, guys. 251 Talk Radio, Men's Mental Health Monday, Double PWS, and our new show, which will be coming very soon, Nothing But Nostalgia. We will speak on all things awesome from the 80s and 90s and early 2000s that just bring up those feelings in us. I'm talking about it all, guys, from Pokemon to X-Men, the animated series, to the Mean Girls and Parent Trap, and all the awesome Nickelodeon from back in the day. Clarissa explains it all. Are You Afraid of the Dark? My personal favorite, Hey Arnold. The movies that were awesome back then. Last Action Heroes, Sandlot, amongst others. The niche things, the Surf Ninjas, the Three Ninjas. You either know or you don't know. We're going to go through all of that, episode by episode, with our new program, Nothing But Nostalgia. You dig? That'll be coming to you in the future, possibly early 2023. But this is Double PWS. I am Pro Pittman. You dig? Thank you for hanging out with me, guys. We will see you next time on Double PWS when we recap Survivor Series War Games from Boston, Massachusetts. What will happen in the War Games matches? Will Shotzi defeat Ronda Rousey? Will we get a return from Naomi and Sasha? What will happen, guys? What will happen? This is Pro Pittman. Again, guys, telling you, take care of yourself. Take care of one another. We'll see you on the next edition. You know how we end these shows. Always, always. With love and peace. Peace.